over to Erica.
All right, Raul, we are getting an inside look at one of the most talked about families today, the Kardashians. Pam Behan joins us now with a look at her new memoir. It is called Malibu Nanny Adventures of the Former Kardashian Nanny. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. You came from a really small town in Minnesota. You were telling me 123 people.
123 people.
To Hollywood and got a job as a nanny for the Jenner family, right? And then that sort of led into the nannying for the Kardashians.
Right.
This is before they were famous.
Yes, that's
What
correct.
was that like for you? I mean, obviously you probably had no idea that they were going to blow up and be this huge.
Well, no, I had no idea. You know, coming from a small town, I went to Malibu, you know, eyes wide open.
Sure.
Anyways, starstruck and, you know, celebrities left and right. And, you know, at that time, though, the only celebrity in my picture really was Bruce. You know, he's obviously known for the Olympics in '76. And, but when he married Chris, she had 4 kids, of course, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, and Robert. And, you know, they were just a normal family, though, then.
Yeah.
Well, normal, I say that tongue in cheek.
You say that loosely, huh?
Because with 4 kids, I don't care what family it is, there's always a lot of chaos and craziness, but it was good and it was fun.
Why write a book about it, about your experience?
Well, first of all, over the course of the last 5 years, hundreds, if not thousands, of people have come up to me and said, you need to write a book. I think that in where I live in Aberdeen, South Dakota, when people find out that I was their nanny, they're just so curious. How did I get that job?
Right.
Why am I back in Aberdeen? You know, they're just fascinated with the whole journey. And so it sparked my attention many, many times to write a book. And, you know, I just finally decided I'm going to do it because I don't want to one day look back and think, I should have taken advantage of that opportunity and wrote that book. So I did it.
I'm curious because I feel like we know so much about the Kardashian family already with the reality show. What is it in your book that you can add to the story that may be surprising?
Well, I just think that people are very interested in what the girls in particular were like when they were kids, and how they became, you know, so famous. What's the inside scoop on that?
Okay, so give it to us now. Answer those questions if you would.
Well, you know, I didn't know if they would be celebrities one day or not, but when you grow up in Malibu and Beverly Hills, you're constantly rubbing elbows with other celebrities. Their friends were celebrities, so, you know, I kind of knew it was definitely a possibility. And I could tell that they had what it takes. And just the numbers, you know, they're all beautiful people. And the number of them, I just think that in itself is striking to people.
Was that even then, when they were younger? You started, when they were, 10, 12, and right in that age?
Yep.
Age group?
Yep.
Even then, could you tell they really wanted to be famous, that was like a huge goal for them?
No, I really don't think that it was for the kids. I think maybe Chris would have liked to see that happen, and it has happened, so that's great. But that was normal for them. That was normal for them to rub elbows with celebrities. You know, coming from my little small town, that's not normal. But that's all they know. So I think it's comfortable for them.
Right. Millions of people went online to sort of get a sneak peek of your book and read. What's the most surprising thing that you hear from people? What do people say? Wow, I didn't realize that about the Kardashians.
Well, I think that people are amazed to know that they're really like any other family. They on their show, you know, they're obviously very shocking, some of the things that they say and do, and actually that's a lot of their personality. Some of it I'm sure is put on, you know, for TV, which is fine. They're entertaining people, but that's really truly their personalities.
It's genuine.
Yeah, I see exact personalities from when they were younger shining through.
Why, in your opinion, is there a fascination with them?
You know, I can't answer that exactly, but I just say they have that it factor.
Okay.
It seems like people either love them or hate them, but they all still tune in, they all watch, they're all fascinated, and they just, you know, they have that it factor.
Do you still keep in touch with them?
I do somewhat. Bruce and I actually have the same birthday, October 28th, and so we always talk on our birthdays, and he kind of always gives me the scoop on everybody, what they're doing, where they are. I've talked to Chris a few times, kind of for the most part lost touch over the last few years with the girls and Robert. I mean, just if nothing else, their schedules, their fame, they're everywhere. But I would love to get back together with them. I would love to have a reunion. I would love to go to coffee with them, lunch. That'd be awesome.
Fascinating stuff. It really is. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really, really appreciate it. Once again, the book is called Malibu Nanny Adventures of the Former Kardashian Nanny, and it is available on Amazon. Raul, we'll send it on back over to you.
Erica, thank you. Still ahead on Fox 5, helping pregnant women with morning sickness when the new pill will hit the market here in the U.S. Plus, fighting breast cancer with alcohol, what researchers are saying about a brand new study. And San Diegans fired up about the Blue Angels season being canceled.